I'm actually considering starting a Patreon. I don't know anything about it, but I'm really getting into this YouTube stuff, Patreon stuff. All my friends are like, you should start a Patreon. So like, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. But hey guys, welcome to my channel. Ali here, where I talk about my sex life, my relationship, other anecdotes from my life. And I just want to take a moment to pause and thank everyone for your support so far in this YouTube journey. It's incredible. The feedback from friends, from subscribers, from viewers. It's been a really cool process so far. And I just want to say a big shout out to everyone who's watching and caring about what I have to say, or not caring. So today I wanted to chat with you guys about sugar daddies and sugar babies and my limited amount of experience venturing into this world and learning about it. As in one of my previous videos where I talk about apps, I talk about a website called Seeking.com, which is one that I use often, if not the only app that I really use. Are looking for a lovely woman to join Gab and I, and it has proven to be quite successful. But I do have experience, a very limited amount of experience on this site as a single woman. So I know sugar daddies and sugar babies now are quite a trendy thing. It's kind of a trendy topic, and I don't know if it was like that a couple of years ago as well, just not that talked about, or maybe it was because I just didn't know about it. I'm not sure. But a couple of years back when I was living with my best friend, we were two fabulous single girls living together. So I get home from work one day and my friend says to me, Ali, I found this great website. I think we could make some cash quick. And you know, like, we're two girls, 30 something, we're hustling, we're working all the time. And you know, it would just be great to get some extra cash. Like, we're single, we want to have fun, like whatever, let's just keep it light. And I was curious, so we both go on this website and we both make profiles, and we start browsing, and as soon as we make our profiles, it's like bling, 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 like notifications come on and we start getting messages. And it was a wide range of types of messages that we were receiving, from things like, hey, how are you? I'm interested in your profile, tell me more about yourself, to, hey honey, I'll pay you $2,500 a month if you let me come over and clean your apartment and do your groceries and things like that, because these kinds of sites tend to have a reputation. There are many high paid exclusive businessmen types who are used to being in charge, and who go on these things to find women where they can be submissive and kind of let go for a while. So yeah, very wide range of types of messages. There were also guys that would send bot messages, like, you could tell it was like a copy and paste, like, hey beautiful, I really love your profile. My name is so-and-so and I work in so-and-so, and I would love to pay you an allowance of like X amount per month where, you'll travel with me and you'll do this and that. And it sounds like so intriguing, but I mean, if you're smart enough, and I hope to think that we are smart enough to know that these kind of messages are just like a copy and paste kind of thing. Kind of reminds me of the Tinder Swindler. I just recently watched that, and oh mon Dieu. Side note to the Tinder Swindler though, I do feel it for those women. I know they got a lot of bash for, helping out this guy, but you never know what kind of things you'll do in the name of love. Like, that's just how it is. So anyways, that's totally side note there. Back to the sugar daddies and the sugar babies. And, we probably spent a day or two like laughing and giggling at profiles and writing out these like funny responses to these, inquiries that we got. And yeah, after a day or two, like the novelty kind of wore off. I, you know, just like stopped checking and we kind of stopped laughing about it and just like suivant next, whatever. I had met one guy on there. Well, we had like a good chat vibe going on, but you know, I didn't really know much about it, and I was curious, but I was still like apprehensive, so I didn't think much about it. And there was some, you know, stuff going on in my life at the time, so I just kind of like put it aside, and you know, that was it. Like we both didn't really pursue anything. So after a couple of weeks of, I think we had like even deleted our profiles, this gentleman had wrote me back on WhatsApp and, you know, said that he was coming into town and if we could meet. And I was like, I don't know, like, I don't know if I can do this. And so, you know, we chatted some more and I was like on the fence, like, I don't know, should I try it? Should I not? And then, you know, I told him some boundaries. I said, look, if I meet you, like, I can't just go like directly to your hotel room. I need to meet you in person first. I need to make sure there's a vibe. I don't think I can just like sleep with someone for the sake of sleeping with someone for money, or if I wasn't attracted to them or anything. I need to meet you first, make sure there's a vibe, make sure we connect on some level, and then I'll decide. And so he was open to that. And then I was like, okay, you know what? Like, this is an experiment. I'm curious. I'm gonna try it. If I like it, sure. If not, like, I don't have to do it again, right? And then, you know, he got down to business right away and he said, okay, so just to, you know, get these logistics out of the way, this is how much I pay to meet someone for a night. I think he had quoted me like $150 or something. But like, I don't know how to negotiate. So I remember Googling, you know, how much do non-professional escorts charge? Like, I can't remember what I Googled, but it was something along the lines of that. And I found a few things, a few interesting tidbits. And from that information, I wrote him back, and I think I had asked for somewhere between $400 and $500. You know, and I assured him that, you know, I'm not going to do it for less and I'm worth it. And he gladly accepted. So I probably could have asked for more, you know, I mean, for what I was offering to do, which will be another video. Anyways, so the night came, I, you know, gave him the time and location of the bar that we were going to meet at, and he came. And he was a very nice man, got along really great, got some wine, made me feel super comfortable. He was handsome too, he's older than me. I think he was 50 something, not from Quebec, from somewhere else. Had a big paying job, blah, 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 blah. So when the evening was ending soon, I think he had asked me, so what would you like to do? And by that point I was like feeling good and I was feeling comfortable. So I said, sure, let's go back to your room. So we went in the Uber to his hotel. We get to the hotel, you know, it was nice. We had a great time. I will tell you guys in another video what it is that we did. And yeah, that was it. I left. I didn't sleep over because remember, I don't like sleepovers. But he wasn't kicking me out either. He was super respectful. I left when I wanted to leave, and he didn't make me feel anything about it. And that was it. And we kind of kept in touch. You know, he said when he'd come back into town, he'd really love to see me again. Oh yeah, I'm forgetting the most important thing, the money part. So when it came down to getting paid, he said, okay, so I'm gonna pay you. And I said, like, I remember being really uncomfortable about it. And I said, don't bring it up. I feel weird about this part. And he said, why? Why do you feel weird? It'd be the same thing if I like took you out to dinner. I'm just like giving you the money, and you know, that whole speech. But it still felt a bit off. So he put the money on the table and I just, you know, picked it up as I left. And I mean, I was quite happy to make that much money because I had a good time. And I feel like I satisfied some kind of curiosity I had. I didn't know if I would have seen him again or not. And I didn't get that much of a kick that I felt like I need to go back on Seeking and like find another sugar daddy. It's kind of like, okay, I did it. This is how it felt. He was nice. It was a good experience. That's it. And we kind of kept in touch, and I think he came back a couple weeks later, and this time I went straight to his hotel room, and that was it. Left, you know, we kept in touch. Then the pandemic happened, so we never really saw each other after that. We kept in touch a little bit through messaging, and you know, we were maybe gonna see each other once again, but by that time I was like at a different point in my life, and you know, he was a nice guy, but wasn't really into that anymore. So that was it for my personal journey on, you know, these sugar daddy websites. And you know, now that I'm on it as a couple, I approach it from a different angle because I'm the sugar mama. Well, we're sugar parents, I guess you could say. But you know, I like that site particularly, as I explained, because there aren't that many couples on there, if not any, from what I know. So we have really good opportunities to meet people on there. And not everyone on that site is looking for a transactional relationship. And when I say transactional, I mean specifically like a cash exchange. Some people are looking for real relationships. Some people are looking for friend connections. Some people are looking for cash exchanges. Some people are looking for companionship and different kinds of exchanges like travel, experiences, mentorship, things like that. So you name it. I find it's a great platform to really specify what you are looking for. You know, if you're a busy person who can, you know, who has a busy job and who wants to just have someone to spend time with on like Mondays and Saturday nights from 5 to 8, and that's it. It's like you write that in your description. It's a platform where you can be very specific about what you're looking for. So that's kind of what I like about it. And what we look for on there is connection, women to spend time with, women to share travel experiences with, mentorship even, things like that. You know, someone we can build a friendship with too. We could call up and say, hey, like, we're going to Mexico in 2 weeks. Like, do you want to join us for a couple of days? And it'd be really chill and cool. And so far in our experience, it has been really, really great. There are some encounters where the girl is asking for an allowance of some type. If they ask for that straight up, I just kind of stop talking to them or explain to them that that's not really what we're looking for. If they agree to go out with us for a super fun date and it ends up being really great, and then they say, oh, you know, I'm on this site for a reason, what kind of things are you offering? Then we have a little bit of a discussion. But usually what I say is, you know, that's what we're looking for. We don't give cash exchanges. Seems a bit too transactional. I'd rather someone be there because they enjoy spending time with us rather than for the allowance. So, and I know some people who've had very successful outcomes for relationships on that website. So I know a girl, a good friend of mine, who, you know, I had told her about this website. She went on it for fun and curiosity too, and you know, to make some little bit of cash on the side as well. And she ended up meeting a really great guy. And, you know, she was getting an allowance, but then at some point they fell in love and that allowance stopped and just became a full-time, loving, positive, great, thriving relationship. And I also know a guy too who started out as a sugar daddy, and now he's in a loving relationship with his sugar baby. So, you know, you never know what's going to come out of these things. I think it's a good platform to try out if you're willing to try something new and meet different kinds of people. Of course, there is always the issue of safety and security, so that's always important to keep in mind. That's why in my particular case, I felt way more comfortable meeting this person at a bar, in a public place. I mean, who knows like what could have happened in his hotel after, but clearly I was feeling comfortable. But anything can happen at any time, at any place. So still important for you to be secure and safe in whatever position you're putting yourself in on these kind of websites. Look out for the bots, okay? If it seems too good to be true, chances are it probably is. The other thing I want to add is that it is a paid site, but only for the men, I believe. So the men have to pay, I think it's like $99 a month, something crazy like that. But these kind of sites, like the kind of people that go on it, they kind of assume they have money, you know, they want to try and make it exclusive, even though the website, Sari Seeking, is kind of old looking. Like, it's not a nice website. There's no app. It's kind of buggy. I think they could use some of that cash to amp it up a little bit and make an app. Because what ends up happening is when you don't have an app, you don't get notifications and you have to log in on your browser to check for your messages, and then sometimes it can be days and I forget to check the messages, and lost opportunities. But hey, so that's it. That's my little anecdote about sugar babies, sugar daddies. It doesn't have to be weird. It can be a very positive experience, because everyone is kind of always apprehensive to try it out at first. They feel a little weird, but don't feel weird. Just try things. It's okay. There are many great people on there. I consider myself one of them. I've done it in Colombia. I've done it in Mexico. That's kind of it, actually. And always kind of end up meeting travelers as well, you know? So yeah, it's a great platform. And if you guys have any interesting stories to share, you know, let me know what you think. Let me know if you've tried it. Let me know your thoughts. You know, from the sugar baby perspective and the sugar daddy perspective, or the sugar mama perspective. Like, there are sugar mamas out there as well. So, you know, that's it. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm actually considering starting a Patreon. I don't know anything about it, but I'm really getting into this YouTube stuff, Patreon stuff. All my friends are like, you should start a Patreon. So like, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but anyways, stay tuned for my journey as it continues. Thank you guys so much for listening. Mwah.